It's week 1 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bucs and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here in the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And taken right on the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing, Jones. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Well, that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. To throw, it's Brady. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now a play fake here on first down. A pass underneath for Fournette. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught by Evans. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 39, Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Brady. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Brady. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And now another one thrown incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones on 1st and 10. There's Evans again, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Nifty move, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah,
that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Here's Brady. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Brady now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady going to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Brady. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1.
Brady's throw taken in by Adams.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Brady.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
He'll get this off to Swift. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And then finally a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Brady now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
13 more yards. That's another.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Brady to throw. Surveying the field. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10 to 9. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And
he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the Jones.
Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Leonard Fournette. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Brady. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the
here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Fournette. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. The left side throw complete to Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
For that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Brady now on first down.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Devontae Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Fournette.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Fournette again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man right side is St. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They'll run on first down. Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Brady. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady, got to have this one. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe... Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Brady. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And it's complete to Adams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 27, Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bucs, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field.